What's happening, everybody? Man, I'll tell you what an amazing morning. I got up this morning, I did some reading, I did some studying, watched some videos, had a great morning, man. I started off good. And then something happened to test me. It tested me, and it tested me hard because I got upset about it. And a couple of friends reached out, and I realized that I was getting upset about something that had nothing to do with me and who I am as a person. You know, I believe in evil spirits or whatever. I believe in that stuff. You know, the devil, whatever you call it, bad part of the universe, whatever it is. I do believe in those things, that they happen. But I believe that it's a test for us to see how we get through it, to make us stronger people. You know, when I was younger, I'm going to go deep here. When I was a kid, I was 5, 6 years old. I remember playing and just playing. We were kids under a blanket, all of us just playing, having fun as kids. And then this thing started hitting us, and started hitting us hard, hitting us all hard. And all we knew is one thing: we all had to get together to comfort each other in pain while something was beating us. And until every one of us quieted down. Let me tell you, it felt like it lasted forever. It felt like it was ever. I just remember the pain, and I remember us hugging each other and holding on to each other until it stopped, not knowing what it was, you know, and knew what it was. We did know what it was, you know, and because of occult influence, that kind of thing was normal part of our day. But those things happen to us so frequently. What it did to me, it beat my soul down as a young kid. You know, the physical and the mental abuse of growing up as a child, when that's your most creative time in life. A lot of things were taken away from me as a young child. The love for others, sensitivity, just being able to appreciate things in my life. I could not be a happy person. I was not a happy person. When I seen somebody that was happy, I hated them. I hated them because nobody deserved to be that happy, because I wasn't that person. You know, I was bullied as a child, and a person forced me to be the same way he was to other people, you know, and I never understood why, but that was my friend. How can I say that person was a friend of mine when they used to beat on me because I wouldn't beat on somebody else when I was growing up? You know, I guess I understand how a woman or a man, both can happen either way, would allow a man to physically abuse them, mentally abuse them, and that because they feel inferior, because they don't feel that they're worth enough. And that was beaten out of me. My worth was beaten out of me as a very young age. You know, I'm telling you this, first of all, not to talk bad about my family or anything in my past, but to let you understand that, you know, we went through some traumatic times. I think all of us have different things in our lives that have been traumatic. And the reason why I'm talking about this is because it's important for me. It's so important for me to convey it, to let you know where I was and where I am today and how I got to where I was today. You know, it took a lot of years. It took a lot of years. You know, throughout my whole life, I used drinking and fighting and different things and gang affiliations. I never did drugs. I was so lucky, fortunately, because I was around it so much of my life. I never did that. And I never physically hurt anybody to create something in the rest of their life that would be a traumatic or a physical thing. But I did some bad things in my life. I won't go through those, but I did. You know, and I did it because I thought that was a way for me to have love in myself. It's weird how you think where love comes from when it's really not love, it's really evil. But I corrected all that stuff through my life. When I met my wife, I couldn't cry. I go to a funeral, I go to whatever, I did not cry. I met her, and she brought this thing out of me. And I said, "Why did you do this to me? You made me a sissy." I said something else. She goes, "What did you say?" I said, "You made me a sissy." I said, "You make me cry. I cry at a drop of a hat." And what she did is she enlivened my spirit through her sharing her amazing love for me and everybody around her. You know, and all that childhood, it took a long time for me to realize why I was the way I was, why I was cold to people, why I couldn't cry at my grandma's wedding, or grandma's funeral, excuse me, my grandma's funeral, my grandfather's funeral, why I couldn't cry, why I was so cold to people, and it didn't bother me that I was so mean to people when I walked away, or how I can physically say something to somebody in 2 sentences and just destroy their spirit. That's how I was. That's how I was. And when I seen those people that could smile, "Hey, how you doing?" These chipper people, I didn't like them. I didn't like them, and I told a few of them, I was like, "There's no way that you are truly this way your whole life, because there's just no way. It doesn't happen. Nobody's that happy. Nobody's that happy all the time." Well, I found the secret of being that way, of being that person, of forgiving and moving on and I still get bothered by things. I mean, that's part of being human. And things bother me a lot. But I found a way to get through them. And I did this morning, and I was tested this morning. Really, 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 I can guarantee it was really, really hard. And I got through it. So what I did is this. I started thinking about the things that I'm grateful for. And I started thinking about that. Then I see my wife sleeping, and I smiled. I see my dogs looking at me with that unconditional love that they give, you know. And I'm like, I have too much value, too much importance in my life to allow something so bad to affect me so hard as it did today. I made a comment this morning online. I got rid of it. My dog's gonna bark at my neighbors, but I got rid of that. I got rid of that feeling in my heart, and went back to smiling, went back to feeling grateful, went back to being happy about what things in our life. You know, when I mentioned about the beatings and stuff, and I know some people in my family probably will be upset about that, about me conveying that. The truth is the truth. I don't hide it. I had to learn to live with it, and I had to learn to deal with it, and I had to learn to get beyond it. And now I talk about it because I wanted to help others to understand, you know, that physical abuse and mental abuse is not a good thing, and it's not an acceptable thing for you or for anybody. It's certainly not an acceptable thing for you to do to somebody else. So I'm doing this. I'm challenging you guys to comment down below. Comment below. Let me know what you feel about this video. Let me know what's going on in your life. Private message me if you're not really, if there's things happening with you. But comment below on how you changed, how the things happen to you, and how you changed. What did you do to make things different in your life, to make things better for you in your life? You know, we have so much. I'm sorry, I'm trying to do a Facebook or Instagram thing here too at the same time. You know, when I was told that I was bad, then my family said that I would be in this lake of fire, this burning fire, because I was being a kid, because I was bad being a kid. And this, I'm telling 5, 6 years old, very young. I would be burning in this lake of fire for eternity, all the time, never to survive, never to die, just burn, 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 pain, pain, pain. Who tells a kid that stuff? While they go to this place of peace, because I'm not following the cult's way of things, because I didn't believe in it at a very young age, and because I was being a child, having fun, having laughed, having fun with my siblings. You know, that was traumatic. That was an evil thing beating my spirit down, killing my spirit at a very, very young age. At a very young age. But I knew deep down inside myself that I was better than that. I knew that there was something there, that there was better than that. And that kept on coming out, but it was beaten into me so much. It changed. Now look at me, man. I'm crazy. I'm loving life. I love to smile. I love to inspire others. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I'm going to continue to do that. I want you guys to look at yourself and realize how valuable you are, especially anybody that's out there that's being abused. You are more important to what that is, that abuse that you have. I'm going to be doing some stuff here pretty soon where I want to get a group together. It's going to be a private group. I'm going to invite only certain people to that group. I want to private message me. I'm going to be doing this real soon here. I'm looking between 10 and 20 people that I've challenged to, let's talk. Let's start getting each other to empower each other to become better people. You know, we have the ability to do anything in life we want. But if we allow negative things, these evil things to overcome us, we'll never get through it. You'll never get through it. I would never get through it if I didn't realize that I had true love around me, that I had great people around me to help me, to mentor me, to push me for greatness, to push me to a better life. So now I'm asking you guys to do the same thing. You know, when my mother told me at her deathbed that she loved me, and I never thought she loved me. You know, my mother was a servant to others. She helped so many different people throughout her life until her last day of life. Never gave me much time, you know, and it's because I never needed anything in life, and she knew that, and she told me that. She said, I never, you know, when I asked her, I said, did I do something wrong? You know, you never talked to me, you know, never did anything with my family. She said, you never need anything. And I realized then she meant that she was here to help people, and she spent every moment of her life helping others become what they want to be, which is happy. That's where I'm at right now. I want to try to find the thing in you to wake up your spirit to help you become happy in life. That's what I'm looking for. So I challenge you, right down in the bottom here, say, I'm in. I'm all in for this. Let's do this. And then we'll have a private conversation. We'll talk. We'll schedule 10 minutes and we'll talk. And if you fit that group, I want to invite you to be part of that group. Again, it's very private. And you'll see that the group of people, the energy with all those people that are in that group will help not only build you, but as a conglomerate, as all of us combined together, we are going to create an amazing thing. All right, so let's get out there today. Make today your best day ever. You know I'm doing that. I'm making today my best day every, and understanding that I had a new tribulation today, or something new happened to me today to test me, and I got through it. Now I'm smiling. Look at this. I'm smiling, man. I'm happy. So I'm going to help you do the same thing, and to help you continue to do that day in and day out as you get tested on things to make you a stronger person. All right, love you. Inspire others. Please share this. Please tag anybody, hashtag whatever you got to do. If you know somebody that this might help benefit, please do it. I really appreciate you guys doing this. I know this is a long video, but I felt that it was important for me to convey this, to let you know what I'm looking at doing here. I think it's going to be a great thing. It's going to be a win-win situation for everybody that's involved. All right, I'm cutting it off right now. It's been 10.5 minutes. I love you guys. Make today your best day ever. Comment below, private message me. Tell me you're interested in this. See ya. Challenge you. Bye.